right? If you have the printout, still very good, right? You have printout, right? Really easy to work with that. So we'll start with this. So don't miss this. Don't leave the session. Join until the last moment, right? So because geometry is one of the most important part where you get nearly 8 to 9 short questions and a full essay question, right? Not one essay, there are 2 essays, right? So now let's start the discussion from the basics. Today my main target is up to the parallelogram, right? So you guys can, because I have disabled the unmute option, right? So you guys can put a message whenever it's necessary. If you have doubts, you can put the message. So if we, I can directly interact and I can clarify your doubts, right? Okay. You guys can put in the main chat. Hari? Okay. Is the main chat is open? The main chat. Right. I have on the group chat. So you can message in the group chat, right? Directly. Otherwise, like if you message personally, like I won't be able to see one by one. So anyhow, please you can message in the group chat. Okay, right. So get the maximum use of this session today. Our main target is to do this one. First of all, I'll get the PDF with me, right? I'll get the PDF. All right. So under geometry day 1 PDF, Chuktak will go from the basics. All right. We'll go from the basics. Right. So in this puta, first we'll start with the first one. So if you have the tube, you can mark the tube, right? So the first one is angle at a straight line is 180 degrees. Angle at straight line is 180 degrees mean the first one, right? If you take a straight line like this, and if you have 2 lines, you take A, B, C, these 3 things. This A plus B plus C is 180. So this is a basic rule. Everyone knows this, right? Around a point, it is 180 degrees, right? So that rule is fine. Rule number 2, right? Angle between parallel lines, right? First of all, Daggal mark the first one. Right. Now, first one is these 3 things. Okay. Now, when you see parallel lines, remember, guys, whenever you see parallel lines, Taggala 3 things should come to your head, right? How many things? 3 things, right? Whenever you see a parallel line, Taggala 3 things should come to your head. So, what are those 3 things? Remember, right? Whenever you see a parallel line, I said you should know 3 things. One is F shape, one is Z shape, one is C shape. Right? F, Z, C. So F means, corresponding angle. Z means alternate angles, same in allied angles. So what is the rule in F? When you take F shape, Puta, when you take F, the corresponding angles, this top angle and this top angle should be equal. These both should be equal, right? These both should be equal. So this one is, for an example, if this one is, we'll think 80 degrees mean, this one also will be 80 degrees, right? That is the rule in F shape. Then if you take this one as a dot, this one is dot. If you take this one is a tick, this one also tick. This one cross mean, this one also cross. So this is the rule in F shape. What is the rule in Z shape? Z shape, if these both are parallel, right? You can take this angle and this angle, both are equal. That is the Z shape. Okay, Tattagala will take all these things, and we'll try to mainly, our target is to do short questions and also the essay type questions. Then the C shape, right? Then the C shape is like this. C shape is like this. The rule in C shape is, right? The rule in C shape, that is, if this angle is A, this angle is B mean, if you add these two, A plus B should be equal to 180 degrees. That is the rule in allied angle. So you can remember this, right? As, right, F, Z, C. So you can remember this as, right, Fatima Zainab's 180 cat scale. You can remember this. Right? So F like you can remember as F Fatima. Z mean you can remember Zainab. Stay mean 180 cats. Right? So under F shape, right? Under F shape, okay, you can take like this under F shape. Okay, this F can be put any way, right? For an example, like hanging, like F can be hanging like this, or F can be sleeping like this, or F can be doing some push-ups. Okay, F can be doing some push-ups. Okay, it can be any way, but whenever you see parallel lines, Taggala, you have to just fix like an F shape, right? Z also same thing. Okay, Z mean don't think like only in this way. Z can come in this way too. Okay, so this is also known as the Z shape, right? So these are the ways, right? You can get these things. Okay, so you got F shape, Z shape, C shape, right? So what are things we know now? Angle at a straight line is 180 degrees. That's the second one. And the second one, angle related to the, right? Angle related to parallel lines, you remember F, Z, and 180C. It is not equal, it is 180C. Fatima Zainab's 180 cat scale. You can remember this, right? So I hope you can understand this. Taggala mark these things, Puta. Okay, although you know these things, still like neatly you mark these things. I'll give small time to mark this. I have given everything in the queue, but you have to just put the mark it. Taggala beautifully mark these things, Puta. Once you are done, now C is allied angles. F is corresponding angles, right? So F means F is the corresponding angle. It is only corresponding. This part is corresponding angle. And this part is, right, alternate. Is alternate. And this one is allied angle. This one is allied. Okay, so this one is corresponding, alternate, and allied. So, for any questions from these things, if you have any questions, I'll put it in the chat box. Right. Right. Putha, the main chat is open. You can chat in the main. All right. So done and product till done. So we can move to the next one. In the next couple of sessions, I can allow you to unmute, right? Only for today's session, we can't allow to unmute because you know, right? Okay, nice. Corresponding angles mean, Puta, it's like this F shape. In the F shape part, right? The F shape, in the F shape. Okay, if you take a F shape, for an example, we'll say these two are parallel lines. Then we'll say they are crossing like this. Then this above angle. Now these are the two parallel lines. This is the line which crossed. So the above one is equal. This one's above one. This side's above one is equal. This side's above. This side's below one is equal. This side's below one. This side's below one is equal to this side's below one. Clear? Can this 180 now? This is 8. This 100 means this is 100. Is it doubt clear? Right. If you have doubts. Right. Nice. Now, Buddha, let's see. Okay. The next one. Buddha, this those four are equal. This one and this one equal, this one and this one equal. This is equal to this is equal to this. Right? Again, separately they are equal. Nice. Now, we'll see what is vertically opposite angles. Right? Vertically opposite angles. Okay. Under vertically opposite angles, now if Z is the second one, third one is vertically opposite angle. Under vertically opposite angle, we'll say X shape. If there is X shape, this is only vertically opposite angle. To have a vertically opposite angle, there should be X shape. So this angle is X, means this angle will be X. At the same time, this angle is Y, mean this angle will be Y. So opposite angles are equal. Right? So this is only known as vertically opposite angles are equal. I'm going to mark these things. This vertical opposite angle, the rule is this one. So remember, Puta, for when you take shapes, what are the letters in geometry? We got only 4 letters in geometry. One is F, one is Z, one is C, one is X. Corresponding, so you can remember Fatima Zainab's 180 cats, X clear. Right? So these are the 4 shapes you got here. So remember, like if you see parallel lines, you have to remember only this part. If is at 180 C part. This is the other extra letter you got in geometry. Okay. It means these things should come to your head. Right. Now we'll go to the 4th one. Angle at a point is 360 degrees. So remember, this part is not actually, although it's a theorem, although you guys know these things, right? The 4th one, angle at a point is 360 degrees. So when you take an angle, when you take a point, if you draw 4 lines like this, right? If you draw angles like this, what will happen? It will complete a circle. Therefore, if you take these sides as ABC, if this one is A, this one is B, this one is C, this one is D, if you add all these 4 things together, and that is equal to 360, right? That is not like it's not like a very big rule. Okay, it's a normal rule, but you should remember angle at a point is 360 degrees. Okay. So I hope these things are fine. Right? Here you can't have any doubts in these things. These are basic because from scratch we'll do these guys so you can understand every single thing. Right. Okay. So after doing this, Dr. Tagal will go for short questions. After that, we'll come to the parallelogram part. Parallelogram part is the most important part. Mostly confusing part, we will do in an easy way. But easy way, we'll do that. Okay. Right. Then Tagal mark these things. Huh? Can I just don't watch this like a movie, right? So write it neatly. Hurry. This is number 4. So okay. So when you add all 4 together, it is 360. So come to number 5. Right? Okay. Number 5, we are talking about the interior angles of the polygons. Interior angle of the polygons. Interior angles mean, Putra, right? Interior angles mean when you take a triangle. This is a A, B, C. These are 3 interior angles. When you take a quadrilateral, any 4-sided shape is known as a quadrilateral. So if you take a quadrilateral, there are 4 angles like this. right? If you take a pentagon, a five-sided one, right? If you take a pentagon, right, a five-sided shape like this, you take a pentagon. There are 5 angles in it, right? So likewise, the number of sides increases mean the number of sides are equal to number of angles. There is a connection like that. Whatever polygon, if there are 3 sides, there are 3 angles. 4 sides mean there are 4 angles, right? So the basic to, if you want to make a triangle, the minimum amount of degree to make a polygon is 180 degrees. This is the minimum amount. Okay, again, you can't make a polygon which is less than 180. So interior angle of a triangle, that's why we tell 180. If you add all 3 things together, guys, it is 180 degrees. At the same time, if you take a quadrilateral, right, there are 4 angles in it. So if you add all the angles, that will be 360 degrees. At the same time, if you go to a pentagon, a 5-sided shape, right, it will go to how much? 540 degrees, right? This is a 3-sided shape. If there are 3 sides, if it 180, these 3 sides. If it 4 sides, 4s mean 4 sides. 5s mean 5 sides. Okay, can you see, Putta? From 180 to 360, what's happening? Plus 180. From 360 to 540, what's happening? Plus 180. Can you remember when a side increased, the angle increased by 180 degrees? At the same time, we'll think a 6-sided shape. 6s mean what will happen? I have to add another 180 for this. Okay, it is 6-sided shape, right? I have to add another plus 180 for this. Right? If I add another plus 180 with a 6-sided shape, you can remember that as 720. Okay? Likewise, it will go. Okay, likewise, you can easily get these things, right? So this is the way, right? You can find the angles of the polygons, right? 3-sided, 4-sided, 5-sided, 6-sided. Okay, Tagalo, mark that part. Mark all the necessary things. And put A, B, C, D, E. Okay, right. Now, sorry. Now we have done so far for 6 sides how it works. Now we'll go for the other rules. Number 6. Now we are in the 5th one. Now in the tube, check the 6th one. Right? Check the 6th one in the tube. If you come to the 6th one, Putta, if you come to the 6th one, right? Number 6. The sum of the exterior angle of any polygon is 360 degrees. So if you take any exterior angle, if you like extend any angle like this, if you extend any angle, right? If you extend any angle like this, if you add all these angles, all the exterior angles, right, that will be equal to 360 degrees. For example, if you take A, B, C, right, this A plus B plus C will be equal to 360, right? We'll say if you take a quadrilateral, right, if you take a quadrilateral, right, like this, if you take this as A, this as B, this is C, this is D. Again, if you take a quadrilateral, right? If you add all these 4 things, A plus, B plus, C plus D, that is equal to 360 degrees, right? In a quadrilateral also, right? Exterior angle is 360 degrees. So there is a connection between an exterior angle and an interior angle. For an example, see, this is the exterior angle, B is the exterior angle. I'll put interior angle as X, here Y, here Z. Okay, guys, can you tell me what is the connection between X plus B? If I write X plus B, what is the answer for this? Can someone tell Tagala to put in the chat box? X plus B is how much? And everyone get put taggala. Nice. Okay. Excellent. It's 180. Superb. Remember, x plus b should be 180 degrees. Again, if you take here, what is x mean? Interior angle. B mean exterior angle. So if you add interior angle plus exterior angle, it is equal to 180 degrees. Remember, that is a very important connection. Exterior angle plus interior angle is equal to 180 degrees for any polygon in the world. Right? Write that connection and highlight it. An exterior angle plus interior angle is add up to 180. Nice. Now this part, so far everything is fine, Nabutha. Okay, now mainly our target is, after doing all these theorems, to apply this to our exam questions, right? Sorry, Taggala recall all the theorems what we have learned so far. But again, we have to recall and we have to go front, right? Then only this will be more useful. Again, when you are leaving the webinar, you should know all the theorems what we have done, because when you go to exam, you have to carry all the theorems in your head, right? Now let's do like this, right? So if everything fine, what are the theorems we did? Number one, okay, don't look at the tube. Satagala will write. If you can, you write in the chat box, right? You just type in the chat box. Again, don't put the message. Type in the chat box and finally put the enter, right? Okay, Satagala will say first one, straight line. Number two, parallel lines, right? Parallel lines. Under parallel lines, we say three things. F is a C shape. After that, number three, vertically opposite angle. What is number four? Number four, or vertically opposite angle, what was there? Angle at a point, right? Angle at a point. You just remember like this. Straight line, then parallel line, if it's C, vertical opposite angle. Then with this first page finished, right? Then in the fifth one, what did we learn? Fifth one, interior angles. Sixth one, exterior angles. Right? So far we have learned 6 things about the entire geometry. You can remember Buddha. So Taggala will recall like this, and Taggala will from front again will recall the things. So everything will go to your head. Straight lines we did, parallel lines and F is C, vertical opposite angle, angle at a point. After that, interior angles, exterior angles. So far clear. Right. Now let's come related some theorems related to triangles, which are very important, right? Which are very important. Number 7, right? In an isosceles triangle. Number 7. In an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle means a triangle which two sides are equal. That is isosceles triangle, right? And isosceles triangle, opposite angles are equal. That is the rule. In isosceles triangle, this is A and this is A. So how to decide the opposite side? Opposite angles. If there are two sides, there will be a side which is not equal to them. So there is an unequal side. I'll mark that in red. If I mark that in red, whatever the angle created with this red, under those two only, but opposite angles. For example, if we create a triangle like this, okay, Taggala, you guys tell me, right? What is, okay, you guys tell me if I mark this and this, okay? Tell me what are the opposite angles out of A, B, C. Okay, you have to tell me A, B, C. Taggala, you can type in the chat box. Type in the chat box what are the opposite angles. Type both the pairs. Type both the pairs of opposite angles in this. Everyone. Superb. Right? Okay. Most of the students typing the correct answer. Properly understand how to get the opposite angles. Even the basic things we will teach you. Right? What are the opposite angles in this triangle? Right. Okay. Nice. So what is the basic angle? Everyone actively involved, guys. It will help you. It will help you. Now you can just type C, B, A. Just will take like this. C, B, A. Out of these three, what are the two opposite angles? Right. Now which is the unequal side? And this one is the unequal side, which is not equal. And from this only you have to create the angle. And then this and this only opposite angles. And A and B. These are the opposite angles. Well done. The students who have got the correct answer. Super. Right. Now, so far 7th one is done. Then 7th one is about isosceles triangles. Right. Again, like if you learn like this, you know all the theorems. All the theorems will run in your head. You can answer the questions. Right. Then let's go to number 8. So when we go to number 8, right? In number 8, it's like this, right? Number 8, the theorem number 8. When you take a triangle, it's a very important theorem. Most of the students, they don't use this theorem, right? Most of the students, they don't use the theorem, but more important work, right? More important theorem. So when you take a triangle like this, the rule is the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to its interior two opposite angles addition. It means this angle and this angle. If you add these two angles, it will give the outer angle in this side, right? It means the exterior angle is equal to its interior two opposite angles addition. For an example, if I tell this one, you think this one, someone called Kumar here. This one, if I take Sangha here, right? For an example, what is the answer for this? Kumar plus Sangha. This is the answer, right? I will say someone want to write two names together. Then what you can do? You can write one name here, you can write one name here. You can ask, what is the answer for this? Then both will come together, right? So this is the rule. Then if I take in numbers, right? If I take in numbers, if this angle is 50, if this angle is 70, Taggala put this answer. Taggala put the value for this. Right, well done. Right. Okay, superb. Okay, very quick calculations. Then 120 degrees. 70 and 50, answer is 120 degrees. You have to just add this 70 and 50. That's easily you can get the answer. Well done, Papa. Okay, now let's see when we are doing questions. We got so many beautiful questions in this. It's what we'll say how you guys going to answer for these things. Right. So far, things are fine. Right. Then we'll go to the number 9. Number 9 is Pythagoras theorem. Right. Mainly our target is finally to do questions. Finally to do questions. Number 8. Okay. Number 8. Number 8. That is okay. No? Number 7 was okay. Number 8 was okay. Number 9. Number 9 is Pythagoras theorem. Under Pythagoras theorem, I will tell mainly 2 rules. Right. One rule is the normal Pythagoras theorem. Under normal Pythagoras theorem, right? Carefully listen to this. Under normal Pythagoras theorem, Pythagoras told the longest side as hypotenuse. Right? Longest side as hypotenuse. So here, normally we are taking hypotenuse side as C. And the other two sides we are giving A and B. And we are writing an equation for this. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. We are writing an equation. Right? So this is the equation for this part. But to the Pythagoras after that. This is when you were in grades 8, 9, 10. We used to tell this. Now when you promote to grade 11, chuttak we modify this. What is the modification? We say, under Pythagoras formula, we say there is a Pythagoras triple. Under Pythagoras triple, we say the basic triple. A basic right angle triangle you can draw from Pythagoras triple is 3, 4, 5. This is the basic Pythagoras triple triangle. So if you multiply this 3, 4, 5 by any number, you get another so many Pythagoras triples. For an example, if you multiply 3, 4, 5 by 2, you get 6, 8, and 10. So this 6, 8, 10 is a Pythagoras triple. If you multiply this by 3, you get another triple. What is it? We can say that is 9, 12, and 15. So this is another Pythagoras triple. This is another Pythagoras triple. For an example, we'll think if there is a triangle like this. In this triangle, they have given one side is 10, one side is 6. Now they ask me what is this side. Okay, Taggala answer this side. Now this side is 10, this side is 6. What is this side? Yeah, well done. Taggala, you can say, anyone can tell 8 kila. So in the exam, you can directly write 8. And for reason, you should write. Okay, what you have to write? You should write. Okay, 8 is Pythagoras triple kila. Okay, remember this. This is about Pythagoras triple. And not only that, then this Pythagoras triple built up from Euclid parametric equations, right? Euclid parametric equations. Euclid is telling like this. He's telling 3 things like this. You know about that, but they won't ask much in this part in the exam. Euclid is telling like this. Okay, if you take a right angle triangle, right? If you take a right angle triangle, the longest side of the right angle triangle can be given by x squared plus y squared. And this side can be given by x squared minus y squared. And this side can be given by 2xy. Okay. So this is only Euclid is telling. Just you should know, okay, what are the three sides x and y connections with Euclid parametric equations. Okay, this is Euclid parametric equations. This is Pythagoras normal theorem. This is Pythagoras triple, right? Pythagoras triple, right? So these are the three connections related to right angle triangle, which is very important in geometry. One is normal Pythagoras theorem. Other one is Pythagoras triple. Another one is Euclid parametric equations. Right. Beautifully. Make sure Chutta mark these things under Pythagoras theorem. Euclid parametric equation, no need to much bother about that. Just you know these three connections between the three sides. Still, they haven't asked even a single question from Euclid parametric equation so far in maths exam. If just they can ask the connection between these three sides, right? Okay. So just you know, just x squared plus y squared, same x squared y squared minus then 2xy, right? No, Euclid they don't give much like what they can give in Euclid. They can give a question like this for Euclid parametric equation. They can give something like the value of x. Like they can give the value of x. They can give the value of y, right? They can tell x is 1, y is 2. They will ask you to get some connection for these three sides. Like they can give like that. That's it. So don't much bother about Euclid. Okay. Yeah, even 6, 8, 10 also you can multiply by 2. Then also you can get a connection for a Pythagoras triple. You can multiply any number by, you can 3, 4, 5, whatever the product from 3, 4, 5, still you can multiply that product also by any number. Right. No problem. Beautifully complete these things. Right. So these things are fine. Okay. Now we are heading for the most important part, parallelism. Right. Okay. Under Pythagoras theorem, right, like this. So for 9 things we have completed. Okay, Taggala will recall from the beginning. Okay. Number 1, straight line. Number 2, things related to parallel lines. F, Z, C. You guys also tell with me, right? Then the third thing is, right, vertically opposite angle. Number 4, angle at a point. Then first page is done. Second page, interior angles, exterior angles, then isosceles triangle, then Pythagoras. So 9 things are done, right? So all 9 things should be in your head. If you can remember these 9 things in order, it means like all the theorems are in your head so far, whatever we have done today. Superb. Product recall and check, and product you tell it alone and raise your hands who can remember those 9 without looking at the tune. Sarasgala, raise your hands. How many people can remember this here? The 9 things, it's in order like superb. Right. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice. 11, 12, 15, 17. Right. Everyone try to recall it. Superb. 20, 22. Nice. Others? 25. Just recall and see whether you can tell those 9 alone. Now itself will practice. You guys got only less than 60 days for your exams. Huh? So Taggala now itself recall. Right. Superb. Fine. Okay. Hands down. Now, so far, these things are fine. Now, Buddha, let's see the meaning of these words. Remember, especially when you are going to face geometry questions, the meaning is very, very important. Right? The meaning is very, very important. This meaning is not a part of geometry. Again, this is not like a theorem, but you should know this meaning. So I have put this meaning. You should know this. Right. Number 1, right? You have to write this. So number 1, regular, like a regular custom. They're not that regular. Regular means is our daily custom, something like that, right? Okay. This regular mean the meaning of regular here, Buddha. All sides are equal and all angles are equal. That's the meaning regular. So under regular, write like this. All sides and all angles are equal. Under regular part, write like this. All sides and all angles are equal. That is the meaning of this regular. All right. This part is fine. All sides and all angles are equal. That is regular. Number 2. Second word is parallel. Parallel. Parallel means two lines which goes in the same direction. Two or more lines which goes in the same direction. Two or more lines which goes in the same direction. That is only parallel. Two or more lines which goes in the same direction. That is known as parallel. Then the C, equal. Right. Equal means same in magnitude. Equal means same in magnitude. Magnitude means any size, right? You guys know, you guys doing science, you guys know what is magnitude. Okay. Equal means same size. Nice. D part. Congruence. Congruence. Under congruence, right? Congruence means you can write like this. Under congruence, write like this, Putta. 100% similar. 100% similar things. That is congruence. Congruence of triangle means it's 100% similar to each other. It means the same person is there. Again, congruence means actually the clone of it. Cloning, you are getting the same, exact same. Right? 100% same. Not a single different. You won't find even a small, minute difference in it. You're not like twins. Right? Twins also you can find different. So congruence means like it's 100% similar to each other. Next word is bisect. This is very important point. Under bisect, regular means all sides and all angles are equal. That is only regular. Right. All sides and all angles are equal. Right. Okay. Next. Under bisect, you can write like this, but under bisect. Okay. Dividing equally. Bisect means dividing equally. Mama, bisect the bread. What do you mean? Divide the bread equally. Mama, bisect the cake. Mama, bisect the money. Right? Money means like, yeah, dividing. Dividing equally, bisect. Then the other word is vertex. Vertex. Vertex means, right, the corners. Right? If you take a figure like this, these corners are vertex. These corners are vertex. There are certain words are not given here, but we can add. Intersect. Intersect. Intersect is different. Bisect is different. Intersect means joining each other. Intersect means joining each other. The word intersect, it's not written in the tube. You can write it. Intersect and write joining each other. That is the meaning of intersect. These are very important words, right? Vertex means the corners, right? The corners of a figure. Right. Okay. Here we come for the most important, the last theorem we are going to learn today. After that, we are going to do questions, right? Question is the main part, right? Intersect means the lines which joins each other. That is intersect, the lines which joins each other. Okay. Now under parallelogram, listen carefully, right? Parallel the line which goes in the same direction. Lines which goes in the same direction is parallel. Right. Now, fine. Now, Buddha, we'll discuss, okay, about how the parallelograms work. Okay, so far we have done 9 theorems. 10th one was meanings, right? So now only we are going to do the 10th one actually, right? Although it's number 11, it's number 10 about parallelograms. Okay, under parallelograms, Buddha, right? Under parallelograms, now say this part. Now we'll say, carefully remember, normally there are 4 rules in parallelogram. How many rules in parallelogram? 4 rules. Carefully understand, this is more important. Everyone be active. Right. Okay. Taggala, raise your hand if you're active. We'll say how many students are active. Taggala, raise your hand. We'll say how many students are attending actively. Taggala, raise your hand. Raise your hand, thumbs up, mark reaction have done. Taggala. Right. Almost all. Not all. Right. Okay. Superb. All right. Now you have to answer these questions. Actively answer this, then this part will go superbly to your head. So for 2 months, guarantee for these things. Right? 2 months is not enough. 2 months and another 2-3 weeks. Right? 2 months and 2 weeks again. Then maths exams over. Right. Now this time you guys are really lucky. Like real lucky means like your badge. Okay, you guys going to start your exams from Saturday. Okay. Well, I can't remember like any years like which they have started an exam like without Monday. So first time you are the like super badge again, special badge, and you are the last batch how you're going to write the exams in an odd month. Again, normally all level is scheduled for December. You are the last batch you're going to write after December, and not only that, you are the batch who are going to start the exams on Saturday. And Saturday also another special day. 14 mobile start karno on exam, right? Hi. So lucky people, right? Hi. Then everything like nice bench, lucky bench. Hi. Now we'll see about parallelograms. So carefully listen. When you have to answer. So under this, we'll think these are parallelogram. These are parallelogram. We'll think these are another parallelogram. Now I have done 2 parallelograms. It looks like parallelogram. Nicely. Beautifully. This is one. This is another one. Okay. Now in this parallelogram, the first rule is opposite sides are equal and parallel. Again, even one side is, if one side, when you are taking one side, if opposite sides are equal and parallel, that is, what is it? It is a parallelogram, right? Again, even one thing, like even one side is equal and parallel, that is a parallelogram. Number 2, opposite angles are equal in a parallelogram. So what is number 1? Opposite sides are equal and parallel. That is a parallelogram. Number 2, opposite angles are equal. Right? That is number 2. Let's go for number 3. Right? Okay. Number 3, like this. Carefully observe. Number 3, if you draw a line from this corner to this corner, what we call for it, Putha? What we call for this line? Very good. Diagonal. Bisect diagonal. We call for this line diagonal. So if I draw another diagonal from this side, I'll draw in a separate color. Like a blue diagonal. We'll draw a red diagonal. Blue is okay. Blue. This one is blue. We'll take this one as red. Make a red color. Make a red color. Red color. This is a red diagonal. This one is a red diagonal. This is a blue one. We'll take this one as a red. From here to here, red. Now blue diagonal and a red diagonal. Both are there. So what we tell for, what is the rule here? Okay, the diagonals bisect, right? The diagonals bisect each other. Again, we are telling. Okay, the diagonals bisect each other. What does it mean? Diagonals divide them equally, right? That's why diagonals bisect. Bisect mean, I told the word, right? Bisect mean dividing equally. Diagonals bisect each other. So we know 3 rules. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite angles are equal. Okay, diagonals bisect each other. So these are the 3 things we got here. Then number 4, the last one. Last one, I'll draw in this itself. if you draw a diagonal like this, this area and this area both are equal. So we can tell diagonals bisect the area of the parallelogram. Or you can tell in another way, diagonals, okay, you can for this one, diagonals divide the area equally in a parallelogram. Both the ways we can tell that, right? So I hope you can understand. Now to Aggala, who can tell these four things? And number one, number two, number three, number four. Aggala tell alone. Number one, you tell alone, it was I tell. Number one. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Very good. Number two. Aggala tell number two. Super. Opposite angles are equal. If you can, superb. Number three. Number three. Okay. Diagonals bisect each other. Okay. Diagonals, again, tell the word, oh, diagonals divide them equally. Oh, diagonals bisect each other. Number four. Yeah. Area of the parallelogram. There is area of parallelogram. Area of the parallelogram divided equally by the diagonal. Or area of the parallelogram bisect by the diagonal. Right. These four things are okay. Right. Now you guys, carefully you have to reply, everyone. Right? Everyone should reply now. Now we'll see. Now these are it. Now you guys got this picture in your tube. Okay, these things are written already. Okay. Now I will give you I will draw four parallelograms here. I will draw four quadrilaterals. You have to tell me, guys, whether it is a diagonal or not. Right? That is your task. Now let's see. Okay, first of all, mark these things. Now let's check whether you can tell whether it's a parallelogram or not. Taggala, mark these things. Okay, so I will tell everything about rhombus and all. Don't worry. Right? Wait. Be calm. I'll come to the point neatly. Everything I will tell beautifully. Slowly, I will put everything to the head. Okay, for your question also, I will give answer. Right? Everything you will get the answer until. Wait for a moment. Now, these things are fine. Okay. How is the guys? Okay. Okay, and tell okay. Right. Okay, you guys are asking lots of doubts. All the doubts we'll clarify after this question. Okay, so I'm not going to reply that at the moment. Okay, great. I'll erase this. Now, I said no, I'll draw four types of parallelograms. If you can answer this, start search. If you don't know this, still you can learn a big thing. Right, number one. This is the first type of parallelogram. This is the first type of quadrilateral I'm going to give you. This one, okay? In this, they have given, we'll put this one as A, like options. They have given this is equal to this is equal to this. B. They have given this is parallel to this is parallel to this. C. They have given this side is parallel, this side is equal. Right? D. Right? They have given like this. This side is equal, this side is parallel, and this side is equal as well. Right. Now, you guys have to select the parallelograms from these figures. Right. You can type the answers. Out of A, B, C, D, what are considered as parallelograms? Tagala, I will give a minute. Carefully think. Don't type one by one. No? Whatever the answers you got, type everything together and tell me. Good. So lots of type of answers we are getting at the moment. Right? Okay. Nice. Okay. Now let's check the answers. Okay. Okay. Now out of A, B, C, D, now let's check which one is the correct one. Right? Okay. First one, let's go for A. So that they told opposite sides are equal and parallel. Yeah, that's true. But if both the sides are equal, if both the opposite sides are equal, that is a parallelogram. Remember that. If both opposite sides are equal, that is a parallelogram. Both opposite sides are equal means, for an example, just tell me, like you should draw a parallelogram. Again, a parallelogram, you should draw any other shape. There should be four sides. Four sides. But opposite sides should be equal, but it should not be a parallelogram. Can you draw a figure like that? You have draw four sides. Opposite sides should be equal, but it should not be a parallelogram. Can you draw that? Can you draw? Think. You can never draw that. You can't draw. If these two sides are equal, you say this and this is 4 centimeters, 4 centimeters, you're drawing exact. Now you are connecting these two with the same, with the corners. With the corners, you are connecting this corner to this corner, this corner to this corner. That will be a parallelogram. Remember, if both the opposite sides are equal, then that is a parallelogram. So in my tute, right, after this I'll come, then A is a parallelogram, yes. If both the sides are parallel, if only one side is parallel, we can't tell this. If both the sides are parallel, then definitely we can tell why B is a parallelogram. Okay, nice. Then come to the C part. C, this side is parallel, this side is equal. This side is parallel and this side is equal, right? Okay, both the sides mean, yes, two pairs. Okay, very good, two pairs. Both the pairs should be equal. Yeah, both the pairs should be parallel. But if one pair is parallel and one pair is equal, we can't tell that is a parallelogram. Why, Putha? Because I can draw a structure like this. Like even I can draw a trapezium like this. Again, in this trapezium, I can tell this side is equal to this side. These both are parallel, I can tell, but it is, okay, you can see that. Okay. If I draw a trapezium like this, I can tell this side is equal to this side, this is parallel. So even I can draw a trapezium like this, then that can't be a parallelogram. Again, we can't say 100% sure it's a parallelogram. We can't say. We can draw parallelograms like that, but like we are not like 100% sure it is a parallelogram. Proving means it should be like 100% sure with the proof. Right? That is it's like a criminal investigation. Like you should 100% prove him. He is the criminal killer. Yoshi Walker. Yoshi, right? Sorry. So this is opposite sides of even one pair of opposite sides are equal and parallel. It is a parallelogram. So ABD all comes under this. Okay, so you can check my tute. In my tute, go to the page number 555. The site number 5 or page number 5. Right? I have given this separately. Both pairs of opposite sides are parallel, these are parallelogram. Normally we don't put this in our textbook, but it is in the tube. But they have asked this in exam, right? Okay, second figure. First figure, I'll tell you. Now come to the page number 5 in the tube. Okay, first figure is given, right? Both the pairs of opposite sides are parallel, first figure is this. First one is this. Both the pairs are parallel, that is a parallelogram. Very important. If both are parallel, definitely you can draw only a parallelogram. If both sides are parallel, it is a parallelogram. If both the pairs are parallel, it is a parallelogram. Right? That is only given in the first box. Okay, I have given a box. Right under that box, you can see that. Second one, both pairs of, you can see the tube, it's in the group. Both pairs of opposite sides are congruent. Congruent, right? Both sides are equal. Congruent means equal, 100% equal. Both pairs of opposite sides are congruent. Both the pairs of opposite sides are equal. You can change it equal here. One pair of opposite sides is both parallel and congruent. Can it both parallel and congruent mean both sides are equal and parallel? That is only meant by that. Diagonals bisect each other. That is obvious. Already I gave that. Opposite angles are congruent. That is also given. Right. So these are the ways here you can prove a parallelogram. Under these 5 conditions, right? You can prove a parallelogram. Apart from this, if area bisect each other, the 6th condition, right? You can prove those things. I hope you can prove these things. Now still parallelogram things are not done. Carefully listen. Okay, now only most important parts are coming. We will just discuss the questions. We can try the questions. I can give some time to try. We can discuss. Alright. Now see this part. Then we'll come to parallelogram. Under this, we learn about special type of parallelograms. Special type of parallelograms. Under special type of parallelograms, under special parallelograms, they give three things. Actually, four things. One is they give the rectangle. If you slant this rectangle like this, you get the typical parallelogram. Normally, whatever we are drawing as parallelogram, and then you get that. Right? You get this typical parallelogram. Parallelogram is ugly. Right? Right? Because right, we'll try to draw beautifully. The typical parallelogram. There is a thing called square. Square square when you kick or when you slant it, you get a rhombus. Right? So these are the four things. One parallelogram is special parallelogram is rectangle. These are special parallelogram. Only the special parallelograms I write the name. This square. This is rhombus. Right? Now you have to see what are the common things, what are the different things in this. I will tell very easy examples. Okay, carefully listen this part. Don't miss this. Hurry. But first of all, remember earlier I did this rhombus, one diagonal in blue, another diagonal in red. Right? So on this, can you tell? First of all, tell me, are these both the diagonals? Are both the diagonals equal in length? What is the answer? Yes or no? Very good. They are not equal. Okay, these diagonals are not equal. Remember, you can remember it like this. You can just take a human, or you just think a man, right? If a man is standing like this, think like this. A man is standing like this. We'll modify the man. A man is standing like this. If a man is standing like this way, so you can see his legs. See the legs? Legs are equal. So when he is standing straight, the legs are equal. At the same time, just imagine a man like this. Right? He's like this. He's dancing or something. One leg is like this, one leg is like this. Right? Again, one leg is like this, another leg is like this. Then what will happen? When he's slanted, his legs are not equal length. Okay, so remember, when a person is slanted, remember, their lengths are not equal. Now tell me, who are the slanted shapes? Typical parallelogram and the rhombus. These are the slanted ones. Who are the straight shapes who are standing straight? Rectangle and square. So remember, guys, okay, if I tell a point like this, okay, diagonals are equal. Diagonals are equal if I take an option. Diagonals are equal. What are the two shapes we can write for this Taggala? What are the two shapes I can write for diagonals are equal? Taggala. Very good. Square and rectangle. Excellent. The two shapes are square. One is square and other one is rectangle. Right? One is square, one is rectangle. Again, if we say diagonals are equal, mean one is square, one is rectangle. Very good. These are very important one. Remember all the 4 points which I told earlier. It is in all 4 shapes. It means opposite sides are equal and parallel, right? Then both the opposite sides are equal, both the opposite sides are parallel, right? Diagonals bisect each other, right? All these things are there. Okay, these are special points. Okay, these are some special points. Only some parallelograms having these properties. Okay, these are very important. These only they'll ask in the exam. Nowadays, questions are trending questions. They ask these latest things in the exam. Next part, diagonals are equal. Another part is there, but normally I tell this story for everyone. Normally, when you take square and rhombus, all 4 sides are equal. All 4 sides are equal. Normally, I tell this story normally in all my geometry sessions, right? Again, normally, when we take mama, right? When we take a mother, normally mama loves everyone. Mama loves everyone actually. Mama and dada, they love everyone. Parents love everyone. But normally, when there are four children, these love distributed like unevenly. Ever distributed. So sometimes that love are distributed towards, but for the elderly one. Sometimes for the youngest one, right? Sometimes most of the time the middle one is missing, right? Can even mama can't remember him a kid right? Right? Sometimes for sisters, sometimes for right. Something happens suddenly, right? Sometime it will go for the sisters. Sometimes suddenly it will go for brothers. Like it will go, right? So again, this will distribute. So very rarely you will find people who will say, or no, my again, if there are four children in a family, like the all four children will say, no, my mama loves me the most. All the four children, aim family, you will find very rarely. Now you have this problem. Sometimes your biggest enemy is your sibling. Right? Again, like you guys mostly fight with your siblings, right? Again, you never tell your secrets to your siblings. Sometimes when you get a good shot, or actually siblings get set, right, from your parents, or not from others. Most like if you do a bad thing, mostly siblings only will go and tell to your parents, complain to your parents. Right? So very rarely you get parents where they handle all four children equally. Very rarely only you get this type of people. Okay? Be carefully see this. Right? Remember, so this remember like square and rhombus are like perfect pairs. Very rarely only you get this type, right? Now just imagine square and rhombus, these are perfect pairs. If they are perfect pairs, what will happen? Remember, if you do diagonals, now I'll do two diagonals. I said square, both the diagonals are equal. Rhombus is not equal, one diagonal is red now, another diagonal will be blue, right? Okay, rectangle also, both the diagonals are equal, so I'll draw in the same color. These diagonals are equal in this. But what is the special thing you get for square and rhombus because of that ability? I said, like perfect parents. Okay, remember, these perfect parents can divide their vertex angles equally. They can divide things equally. They can divide this angle and this angle equally. Right? They can divide this angle and this angle equally. Right? Will say they can divide this angle and this angle equally. They can divide this angle and this angle equally. Right? Again, likewise, they can divide these angles equally. So what is the special thing? Vertex angle can be divided equally. Even for rhombus, same scenario. Right? Even for rhombus, the same scenario. Right? So I can put a point. Vertex angle divided equally. Divided equally, we have a word. Vertex angle bisect by the diagonal. Okay. Vertex angle bisect by the diagonal. So we got two things like this. What are those two? Square and rhombus. Square and rhombus. These are the two things. Square and the rhombus. These are the two things. And the vertex angle bisect by the diagonal. Putha, don't write now. First of all, listen carefully. I'll give time to write. The next part. Now, vertex angle bisect by the diagonal. Now, Putha, the next one is, we'll think like this. Yeah. The last point, next point. So normally we'll say all parents, they treated their parents, the parents treated all four children equally. Like all the children are believing like my parents love me the most. So when they start to believe like that, what will happen in future? Like when they grow up, what will do? They will tell, I only will look after my parents superbly. Then what they will do? All these children will bring gifts. Right? All these children will bring gifts. So we'll say, just imagine this middle one is the parent, right? Remember, they will bring gifts for their parents. Right? A gift box with again. What is these boxes? Right? Right angle, triangle. Right? Right angle. Right angle. Okay. So what you can see now, this is diagonals bisect these diagonals. So diagonals bisect, we'll add one more word. Right? What is that? Diagonals diagonals bisect perpendicularly. Perpendicularly. Diagonals bisect perpendicularly. So what are the two shapes here? Same thing, square and rhombus. So square and rhombus only, there's good parents. Remember, I'm just giving a mnemonic. Remember, square and rhombus are good parents, right? They are all four sides are equal. Therefore, they divide the angles equally. Therefore, they get a gift. Their diagonals bisect perpendicularly. But are these things clear? Everyone? Right? Everyone clear? Is it clear, guys? Yes, nice. We can beautifully mark. It was now we'll go over the questions, right? Time also running. Tuck 10, 10, 5, 10, 10 again, we'll finish it, right? So it's first day session. Guys, and don't forget, we will discuss the short questions as well. And don't forget, please send, right, a feedback. Please send a feedback of our number, right? 076, right? 3904506 about today's session, right? And if anyone interested, okay, to join the other two sessions of the remaining two parts of the geometry seminar, right, which will be held on Saturdays and Monday, right? Even we will be providing the recordings. Even for today's session, we are giving the recordings. Even for other two sessions, we are giving the recording. You can watch these recordings until your O levels, right? Okay, whoever interested, you can be in for this number, right? So are the question, so are the diagonals always equal in squares in rectangle? Yes. Okay, whatever straight shapes, their diagonals are equal to that. Right. Any other question? Right. So for these things are fine. So we'll do some tricky questions now after this work. First write this. Done now, till done. We'll discuss some tricky questions, right, from our tute. So let's finish this. But don't forget to send a feedback for this number, okay? Right. Because your feedbacks values a lot for us, right? Can we get confident, okay? So with your feedbacks. Okay, nice. So are all those angles 90? Yes. These are 90. This is 90, this is 90, this is 90, this is 90. So at the angle at a point is 360. So everything is 90. Right. Next sessions you can interact also, right? You can unmute and speak. Even option we can give you in the next two sessions, because today it's a free session, so we don't know what might happen if we unmute. Right. In every angle. No. This is 90 only for square and rhombus. Only for square and rhombus, this is 90. What do you mean? In every shapes? Not every shape is 90. Again, vertex angles are equal. In rectangle, it is 90. Square is vertex angle is 90. Other things are not 90. Other things, square and rhombus, this middle bisecting is 90. Okay, Taggal will do some questions and we'll check whether we can do these things. Now we did so far 10 things, which is very important. So we got another 2/3 of this. 1/3 we did today. We got 2/3 remaining. Okay, Taggal will discuss some short questions today, right? So carefully say this part. May Taggala, can you answer for the third question? There is a tick and cross. You have to put tick and cross. Everyone have the tube. Taggala mark tick and cross for the tube. There are three statements. Mark those three statements with true or false. Taggala. Okay, don't look at the board. Without looking at the board, without looking at the tube, try to mark it. Without do the questions and go. Chuktai 5-10 minutes right? Remember these 5-10 minutes only are important, because all the things whatever you have gained so far, finally we are boosting in these 5-10 minutes. These 5-10 minutes hold it, right? Okay. Then third question. Right, we will send the tute early, Putha. Right, again in the next 2 sessions, tute we will send early as possible. Again, we will send by Friday itself. We will send the tute. Right, set no problem. Again, we are supposed to send it early, but product got delayed. Now, there are 3 statements. Okay, first statement is diagonals bisect each other. Again, first of all, there was put tick in front of the properties which are common for both rhombus and square, and put cross in front of the properties which are not common in both rhombus and square. Right? First one, diagonals bisect each other perpendicularly. Square and rhombus is a good pairs, like perfect pairs. They are diagonals bisect perpendicularly. True. They are the people who get the gifts. These boxes are the gifts. Only these are the 2 people who get the gifts. So that is true. Second one, the diagonals, right, bisect vertex angles. The diagonals bisect vertex angles. What is the vertex angle? Vertex angle, vertex means this is the vertex. This is the vertex angle. Yes, square and rhombus. These are the good parents. The diagonals bisect vertex angle. That is true. All vertex angles are equal. All vertex angles are not equal. Squares, all vertex angles are equal. All are 90 degrees in square. Rhombus, it is not equal. Those are different. Right? So the third statement is false. Right? Well done. And there is one more question related to parallelism. Special other questions are easy. You guys can try that. So the questions where you can think. You have to think a bit. And AI questions we'll discuss. Okay, we'll discuss the 11th one. Actually, it's a nice one. I'm gonna try the 11th one. 11th question. All the questions we will discuss. First of all, we'll discuss the special ones. Okay, see the question number 11. Number 11. Number 11 is like this. There is a rectangle. In this rectangle, we have got 2 diagonals like this. In these 2 diagonals, this angle is x. This angle is 25 degrees. Right? They have asked the value of x. Taggala, try to find this. Taggala, try to find the value of x. This is a rectangle. This is a rectangle. But it doesn't look like a rectangle in my picture. This is a picture. In this rectangle, you have to find the value of x. Taggala, find this, find the value of x. Right, make it fast. Taggala, put the value. This is a very good question. They are superior. Right. Not a big deal. Right. Taggala, put the answers. You get the answer. Taggala, put the answer. Right. There's only one small logic behind this. Okay. 65 degrees scalar. Lots of students, they are typing. Right. One minute. Saraskala finish it. Right. Right. Now we'll see. Now, Putha, you can see this one. These are rectangles of these 90 degrees. At the same time, you know, diagonals by these, both the diagonals are equal in length. Okay, this diagonal and this diagonal, these both are equal in length. And this and this, these both are equal. So this is 25 degrees, means this also how much? 25 degrees. Again, this is equal to this side. So this is 25 and this is 25. So if this one is 90, then this one should be how much? 65. Okay. Again, this right angle. So remember, this is a very nice question. You should know this is equal to this. And you should know diagonals bisect each other. Therefore, this side is equal to this side. Therefore, these are isosceles triangles. So this is 25 and this is 25. So if this is 90, this angle is 65. Right? Is it clear, guys? How we got 65? Right. Good. Nice. Okay. 13th question. Actually, it's a special one. 13th also very nice one. Okay, 13th one. Question number 13. Now this is 11th one. 13th one, we can try like this. 13th one, I can try like this. This is a square. ABCD is a square. Like this. Right? This is a square. Right? ABCD is a square. In this square, you think this is the side, and here it is like this. Right? And this angle is x here. This angle is x. This angle is 70. Right? This angle is 70. This angle is x. Again, this angle is x. They have asked to find this angle. That's it. Okay, they have told this is square. They have told this is square, and they have asked to find x. Tagala find this. Okay. So the Tagala type the answers for this value for x. Question 11. Okay, I will tell that again. But first finish the 13 Putha. It was a will come for that. Right. Okay. Now let's see this. This one. Carefully observe. So this one next me. Can you see this is a straight line? Therefore, this one 70 degrees mean how much is this angle? Tell me how much is this angle? 110 degrees, right? This is 110. So this angle is 110 mean. How much is this? 90 degrees, right? Because this is a square. So you guys know squares, what I told, it is a diagonal. Now. What is the rule in squares diagonal? Squares diagonal bisect each other. Again, this angle and this angle both are equal. So 90 degrees, if you divide equally, how much is this? 45 degrees. So what is this? If you take this shape, what is this shape? It's a quadrilateral. If you take this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. See the green one? What is that? It's a quadrilateral. In quadrilateral, all four sides are adapt to how much, Putha? 360 degrees. All four sides adapt to 360 degrees. If all four sides adapt to 360 degrees mean, right? If I add all together, x plus, this 110 plus, this 90 plus, this 45, all are adapt to 360 degrees. So 110 and 90, 200, 245, 245. Okay. Then 245 means x is equal 360 minus 245. So 360 minus 245 means how much? 115 degrees. Actually, this is a very nice question. Who got this answer? 115. Right? What is the difference between the quadrilateral? What is the difference between a quadrilateral and a parallel? What a quadrilateral mean? Anything which has four sides. That is a quadrilateral. If anything has four sides, that is known as a quadrilateral. Right? Then a square is a quadrilateral, rhombus is a quadrilateral, trapezium is a quadrilateral. Even this one is a quadrilateral. Like any four-sided shapes is known as a quadrilateral. Is it clear? Right. So when you ask the previous question you asked them, they gave this rectangle. In this rectangle, this side and this side, what can you tell? Those are equal. And they said diagonals bisect each other. Therefore, all four sides are equal. Therefore, what type of triangle is this? Isosceles triangle. Then this angle is how much? X. This angle is x. right? And they have given this angle as x in the 11th question, previous one. So not that time. This angle only x. They have given. They have given this angle as x. At the same time, if you tell this angle as 25, this is isosceles triangle, therefore this angle also 25. Then this one, this full set become 90. Therefore, x should be how much? This full set should be 90. This is 25. Then this set should be how much? To be 90, 65. By 90 minus 25 is how much? 65. Clear? Right? These are some actually nice questions, right? Today, like we don't know, time is 10:10. We don't have the time to discuss the proving question, but don't worry, we will discuss these proving questions in the next session, right? Then this is the thing. We will mainly we have to train you for the proving questions, right? So today's session mainly we recall the theorems, right? Before going now, Taggala will recall all the 10 theorems what we have learned. Okay, so everyone will repeat together. Number one, check now. So far you were here. So what all the things whatever you have learned, take a hurry like superbly to save in your head. Right? So number one, straight lines 180. Second, angles related to parallel lines F, Z, C 180. Right? F corresponding Z alternate, C is allied. Allied is 180. In F and Z, those are equal. Third one, vertically opposite angle. Fourth one, that is the fourth one. Fourth one is, right, angle at a point is 360 degrees. Then the number 5, interior angles, exterior angles. After that, isosceles triangles, right? After that, Pythagoras. Then finally, the 10th one is parallelogram. Under parallelogram, we had 4 rules. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite angles are equal. Diagonals bisect each other. The area of the parallelogram bisect by the diagonal. After that, we learned 3 special type of parallelograms: square, rectangle, and rhombus. In this, we said whoever straight, their diagonals are straight. So square and rectangle are the straight shapes. So their diagonals are equal in length, right? And we said whoever slanted, their diagonals are not equal. And we said there are 2 perfect parents in special parallelograms. Those 2 are square and rhombus. Because all 4 sides are equal, therefore those are known as perfect parents. So then if you tell, right, in the perfect parents, what they do, they divide the vertex angle equally. Vertex angle means the corner angles equally. As a result, they divide the vertex angles equally. They bisect, the diagonals bisect perpendicularly. Okay, not only these guys, so we got a beautiful story for the circles to remember all the circular theorems as well. Okay, so don't miss out the session. Whoever not participated for my geometry seminar, don't miss these sessions, right? Definitely participate. We are having the next session on this Saturday. That will be starting, right, to be held at 7:30 to 10 o'clock, 2.5 hour session, right? So what you have to do, right, you just drop a WhatsApp message to join for the next sessions, okay, for our number. Okay, so this is the number, so you can get the further details how you can join for the next 2 sessions, right? So because we are not going to do everything together since it's online, but I hope like actually everyone who will participate in this, really you guys engaged, okay, really you kept the sessions live, okay, so all the best, okay, for everyone who have participated in this. So don't miss out the sessions if you haven't participated for the seminar, right? So just pass this message to your friends as well. So we'll be sending the recordings in the group. Okay, you can recheck and you can relearn. Okay, that's all for today. And don't forget to send a feedback to this number, guys. So good night and see you in the next session.